welcome to another edition of Currently in Quincy. I'm Joe Catalano. On today's program, we will focus on the Early College High School Pathways program between the Quincy Public Schools and Quincy College. Two students and a coach will be joining us. First, though, we take a look at the weather and the news for you. Currently in Quincy, still kind of gloomy and damp out there. It's only 49 degrees right now with a little bit of drizzle and mist. We'll have very gradual clearing throughout the day today. Temperatures only in the mid-50s. By tonight, things should clear out. It'll be chilly again. Lows tonight in the upper 40s, but we turn the corner over the weekend. Sunshine returns tomorrow, along with mild temperatures in the low 70s, even a little bit warmer on Sunday. Partly sunny, 72, and about the same thing here on Monday. So it looks like we're headed for a nice, warm, dry stretch of weather after today. Again, we have a clouds, drizzle, and 49 in Quincy right now. Checking news for you today. We begin actually with the report about a power outage in Quincy. This occurred about a half an hour ago. Truck took down some wires at the intersection of Furnace-Burke Parkway and Adams Street. About 11 o'clock this morning, that knocked out electricity to that area, including to the Bernazani Elementary School. However, the school department tells me that classes will continue on schedule at Bernazani. There will be no early dismissal. There were no injuries. National Grid is on scene now trying to restore power in that area. Other news, the recent House-approved $56 billion state budget includes several items for the city of Quincy. Money has been earmarked for a temporary traffic light at the intersection of Verschutti Drive and Willard Street, for summer state police patrols along Quincy Shore Drive and Furnace-Burke Parkway, for some hazmat gear for the Quincy Fire Department, and for Quincy Community Action Programs, Housing Assistance Programs, and Quincy Asian Resources. State Representative Tacky Chan of Quincy says there's also some funding for education and recreation.
Other things we were able to get done, $200,000 for Quincy College to help support those students. We got some money for Friends of Faxon Park, an important project for the speaker in particular. We got a little bit of money for Organization of Chinese Americans. They've been working very hard regarding the Asian hate issues and the impact on children, especially teenagers, and the challenges of bullying and things like that. We did well overall. Oh, Beaches Commission, right? I'm still on the Beaches Commission, Metropolitan Beaches Commission. About $900,000 spent throughout the area of all the metropolitan beaches owned by the DCR. And, there's some money there also for the Fall River Basin. Regarding DEP issues, it's not exactly a Quincy issue in the sense that it's really both sides. Yep. On the Weymouth Braintree side to carry that water on that project. So I think you guys get the picture that we don't all jump on one thing together. All of us work on a different project around the city.
Quincy's state funding for public schools will see a 27% increase next year. The budget did pass the House unanimously. It's currently being reviewed by the state Senate. Quincy DPW will be embarking on a $10 million multi-year sewer and drain update project all across the city. City Council earlier this week approved a plan to borrow the funds from a low-interest state revolving fund to help pay for the upgrades. Quincy DPW Commissioner Al Grazioso says the city qualified for the best rate for the loan program.
As the city continues to advance our improvements, tonight we are requesting a loan authorization to receive $10 million from the state of Massachusetts through the state revolving fund. SRF loan program for sewer construction work in the summer of 2024. State program applications are approved 1 year in advance, so the city will need to approve the borrowing by June 30th of this year in order to have the funds for summer construction of 2024. The SRF loan has several financial benefits, including principal forgiveness of over $600,000 and an opportunity to reduce the 2% loan rate down to 1.5%, thus saving another $500,000 in interest payments.
Large part of that project will focus on over 100-year-old sewer and drain systems along sections of Housneck and Germantown, areas in Squantum and Montclair, and sections of Quincy Point and Adams Shore are also included in this latest round of work, with the project getting underway next year. So far, all 3 Quincy School Committee candidates who are up for re-election this year have taken out nomination papers to run again, as have 2 newcomers, and 4 incumbent city councilors have taken out nomination papers along with 2 newcomers. School committee members Frank Santoro, Paul Bergoli, and Kathy Hubley are running again. Courtney Perdios and Liberty Schaff have also taken out papers. Perdios was appointed to an open seat on the school committee back in 2021 and placed 4th in that year's election. Schaff ran and placed 5th that year. And Councilor at Large Noel DeBona, Ward 1 Councilor Dave McCarthy, Ward 4 Councilor James Devine, and Ward 6 Councilor Bill Harris all took out nomination papers this week, as did attorney Richard Ash. He'll be running for the Ward 2 City Council seat. Richard Iacobucci from Adams Street took out papers to run for the Ward 5 seat yesterday. Ward 5 Councilor Chuck Phelan is not seeking re-election. All 9 city council seats and the mayor are up for re-election this year. Mayor Thomas Koch is expected to seek another 4-year term, although he had not taken out papers as of yesterday. Some new trees will be planted around Quincy to mark the city's 400th anniversary as a settlement in 2025. Mayor Thomas Koch says he's working with the community to select locations for signature trees to be planted as part of the Quincy 400 celebration.
What I'd like to do, and we're going to do, and I've asked them for their input, is to create a program by which we plant and also acknowledge existing heritage trees around the city. So this city has a long history of taking care of its urban forest, and we have some nice little pocket parks that would be ideal to really note heritage trees, in some cases plant new ones, good sized ones, and maybe tell a little bit of the history of that species at each of these locations in honor of our 400th. I mean, there's so many aspects of life, right, in a community, and environment is one of them, and I think planting trees speaks volumes about how we care about the environment here in our Quincy. So looking forward to working with the Quincy Tree Alliance. They're going to recommend species to us, and then we'll get in the process of picking the locations as well as identifying some existing trees. For example, there's some beauties in Mount Wollaston Cemetery and some of our parks that we probably will identify. There's a couple of incredible tulip trees inside Mount Wollaston, for example. So looking forward to that. Another exciting aspect of our celebration coming up.
Quincy 400 Committee is still accepting ideas from residents about ways to mark the city's 400th anniversary. Mayor says those plans were sidestepped by the pandemic, but says there is now a renewed focus on planning events and activities for that year. Former Massachusetts Lieutenant Governor and Attorney General Frank Bellotti of Quincy celebrated his 100th birthday Wednesday during the annual Law Day ceremony at his namesake courthouse in Quincy. During an emotional speech, Bellotti offered his thanks for that special honor.
It's difficult for me to try and put into words how much it means to me that you're all here and that you've made me feel that it's a wonderful world. The only problem is my wife's not here. She was there for 72 years. And I really miss her. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything.
Guest speakers included Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll, Attorney General Andrea Campbell, former Governor Bill Weld, Congressman Bill Keating, House Speaker Ron Mariano, District Attorney Mike Morrissey, and Mayor Thomas Koch, who declared May 3rd Francis X. Bellotti Day in Quincy. The first justice of the Quincy Courthouse, Mark Coven, served as the Master of Ceremonies. It's our check of news for you. Coming up, we learn all about the Early College High School Pathways program between the Quincy Public Schools and Quincy College. That's next. Welcome back. For the past few years, folks in the Quincy Public Schools have been able to start their college career early with the Early College High School Pathways program. It's in its third year this year, actually, and we're so pleased today to welcome one of the transition coaches from Quincy College, Eli Stewart, and two of the students, actually, that are in the program this year, Corey Shaparo and Jen Chen. So welcome to all of you. Thanks for coming over.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to learn about this program. We, as I said, mentioned it a couple of years ago when it
2021.
was first debuted, 21,
Yes.
and it was really kind of groundbreaking at that time, Eli.
Absolutely.
You know, to be able to give college students, high school students, an opportunity to see if they would like college, really, right?
Absolutely. So with this program, it started in 2021, as you stated, and it was an opportunity to pretty much reach non-traditional students who may not have been thinking about college,
Right.
To put it on their radar. And it's a partnership between Quincy Public Schools and Quincy College, and they collaborated to receive designation to start the early college program.
Right,
And
the
it's-
state approved it.
Yes, the state approved it.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely, and it gives students, the chance to earn these college credits at no cost.
Right.
We were funded through State Street as well.
A huge grant from State Street
Yes,
is able to
absolutely.
provide this so the
Yes.
students don't have to have that financial burden, right?
Yes.
They can kind of put their feet in the water, you
Yes,
know, test it
absolutely.
and see if it works out. You are a transition coach.
Yes, for Quincy
at the-
High School.
At the high school.
Yes.
Okay, so what is your role in this program?
So my role is pretty much I'm a transition coach where I help students with their transition into college. So a part of that role is we actually, in collaboration with my counterpart, the guidance counselor, we actually go into the classrooms and we provide the students with the tools they need to succeed at the college level. You know, we have a curriculum where we set them up with activities such as time management, emotional management, postgraduate planning, financial literacy, and just a bunch of different topics study skills and learning styles, just a variety of different topics to help them succeed at the college level.
Yeah.
And a part of that role also, they come to us for support in regards to the college application process, FAFSA, just everything that revolves around college.
Over the past couple of years, how many students would you say have come through the program?
Come through the program between both schools or just between both schools. So initially we had around a little over 120, 130, but now we're well over 200. And actually with 2023, 2024, we will meet and exceed the 250.
Is that right?
Enrollment, yes,
Okay.
250 students. We're
Two
on
of them
pace to-
are here today.
Yes.
Yes, so welcome to Corey Shaparo and Jen Chen, seniors at Quincy High School and North Quincy High School, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Corey, we'll start with you if we can, and tell me a little bit about when you first heard about this program, what did you think about it?
So I was recommended by a guidance counselor, and I wasn't too sure about the program at first. I didn't really know about it. It was completely new, so I didn't really know what I was getting into at first. And so when I got in, I didn't really know much of the classes and what I was going to be taking. But I got into environmental science and statistics, and they both pushed me like academically and got me ready for that like college level classes. And I was able to, come out with finishing good grades, and I was able to just push myself, and I enjoyed the classes,
You did
the
enjoy them?
teachers, and
So is it something that you would have pursued had you not known about it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the teachers were very like interactive and allowed me to, critically think. The work it wasn't too hard. I was able to like, stay on top of my work and just push myself.
Yeah. So is it in addition to your regular high school classes? This is
Yeah,
some-
so it fits in with just my regular classes I would take every day.
Okay.
But it was just a good opportunity to get those college credits that I'm not able to get from my other classes.
Right. But you take them still while you're at the high school, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing kind of double duty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like it prepared you to move on to college after you
Yeah,
graduate?
definitely. Like, it kept me aware to know, like, I'm getting these credits to go with me to wherever I pursue, like, college in the next year, which was huge because I plan on attending UMass Amherst next
Oh, okay.
year. So those credits will go over me. I'll save a lot of money, you know. So all of that is very helpful.
That's actually an interesting point, Eli. Although the partnership is, with Quincy College.
Quincy Public Schools and Quincy College.
Yeah,
yes.
the students can choose, right?
Yes, they
Where
have the
go.
opportunity to choose. Unfortunately, again, as we stated earlier, it's just to put the college on the radar of maybe non-traditional students. So
Right.
students that may not have been thinking about college, they have the opportunity to attend Quincy College on a scholarship for the first year that covers their tuition, fees, and textbooks.
Yeah, it's huge.
So it's huge. It gives really students the opportunity to take advantage of college at pretty much no cost.
Yes.
And then the program is free as well, so they get to the credits, the amount of credits they
Yeah.
receive is,
So, I mean, really, thanks to Quincy College, these students are getting a college experience.
Yes.
And they are not bound to that college, though. They are, free to choose where they want to continue their education.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The goal is just to prepare them for college
Yeah.
and to give them the opportunity to earn college credits.
Right. So, Corey, is that true for you? Were you not considering college before you heard about this program?
No, I definitely always had like
You did?
college considered.
Okay.
Like I was always planning on going to college. I didn't know where
Yeah.
exactly, but to know that I had the opportunity to go to Quincy College, they offered a full scholarship. It made me 100% sure I was going to go to school
Okay.
next year.
All right.
And
all right.
it pushed
So-
me to work hard and stay on top of my
Yeah,
grades. and
so
all
it really
that.
did give you a head start, though,
Yeah.
and at least the experience of what you'll face when you're at UMass Amherst, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you know what you're studying?
Yeah, I plan on studying finance.
Finance.
Finance,
What happened to environmental science?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I-
part of the
I,
experience, right? Is figuring out what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah, I like the statistics class more. The statistics. I'm more into like numbers and like I take pre-calculus as well.
Oh, okay.
For dual enrollment, so I also get credits for that class as well.
Okay, all right, very good. So, I mean, really, you owe a lot to this partnership program with Quincy College, right?
Yeah.
To prepare you for that. It's a great experience, I think, for kids to go through. Would you recommend it to your peers at
Yeah,
Quincy
I would
High?
definitely recommend it to anyone that's able to take the opportunity. Like, especially if you don't know what you're doing next
Yes.
year and you don't have it all figured out, like, it's a great way to figure it out.
Sure.
And push yourself and, be able to know that you're going to go to college next year. And,
Yeah. Eli,
pursue
how
your
are
studies.
the students in this early college program kind of graded? I mean, how are they assessed as to how they're doing with their college courses?
They assess do traditional testing and exams
Okay.
as far as papers as well. So, for example, Corey can attest to this. I'm sure Jen could. English composition one. They actually had a 7-page paper they had, a research paper they had to construct together. So that was a way to assess them as well to determine what they've learned throughout the time of the course.
Okay.
And through statistics, they actually, again, they attend Quincy College 4 times a year. So part of this program, grade 12 students had to attend class at the Quincy
Oh,
College
all right.
campus.
So it really gets them into the college setting.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So they had the chance to and the faculty had the opportunity to collaborate with the high school faculty and the college faculty.
Yes.
And the students were assessed through that as well, through
Okay.
the different exams and projects they have to do as well.
Okay. So is there a counterpart like you, Eli, at North Quincy High School?
Yes, Cara Barbara, yes.
Okay.
And we also have a guidance counselor at North as well, Jenny Cushman and Tim Luizzo at Quincy High School.
Okay. And then do you work with folks at Quincy College, faculty at Quincy College, to develop the curriculum for the early college high school program?
The Quincy College staff collaborates with the high school staff
Okay.
Throughout the summer. And all throughout the year. They're in communication pretty much every week in
Sure.
terms of just building the curriculum.
Okay. Jen, it's your turn to tell your story. Senior at North Quincy High School this year, right?
Yes.
And be graduating soon?
Yes, I'm really excited.
You are excited? How long have you been in the early college high school program?
I've been in it for 2 years right now, so I've earned 16 credits so far.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed it. At first, when I was end of sophomore year, I heard about it, and I wasn't really that sure about it because most of my friends, they didn't really want to take it and everything. But I took a chance and took the program, and I really liked it so far. Especially environmental science. Like for me, I really enjoyed the class, especially my teacher that I had. He I wasn't that much of a science person, but he made me like love science like a lot. Just like the way that his energy, the way he taught, I really enjoyed the course and everything.
Well, so had you been considering college before you heard about early college high school?
Yes, I've
Yeah.
always been considering college, just like, but I didn't know what I was gonna do. I
Okay.
didn't know where I was gonna go, and I had an older sister that she kind of guided me, but I was still like, I was on the same path as her, obviously.
Sure.
But I definitely think early college has definitely helped me like guide a path to where I'm gonna go.
What was the, as Eli mentioned, 4 times you actually go to Quincy College, right?
Yes.
For classes. What was that experience like?
I think that was really nice. Like I get to experience with real professors and be in an actual college and learn about coming from real professors how it's actually like them teaching us, and I thought that was actually really helpful because a lot of students, they are probably really nervous about going to college because that's a really big stress on people, because experience with like different teachers to professors and the experience being in an actual classroom, I think that was definitely really helpful to give me like a start to see how like the feel is like. So I think I really enjoyed that.
Did you find it very different than high school?
It was, yes, it was definitely like really different between like the classes and like how long they were and the professors, how they taught compared to how high school taught. But yeah, it was definitely different, but it was also really helpful for me.
So what are your future plans, Jen?
My future plans, I'm deciding to go to Bryant University,
Bryant,
and I am going to be doing business undeclared and biology.
Okay, all right. So Eli, must be rewarding for you to hear these stories, to know
Absolutely.
that you're having an impact on their futures.
The entire program and experience have been rewarding. Just the fact that the day-to-day I get to support these students
Yeah.
and help guide them with their life decisions. You know, they're trusting me to guide them with their life decisions.
Right.
You know, so it's been very rewarding for me as well. I feel it's my purpose. You know, I'm really passionate about this program, and that's why I strive hard to make sure, doing my best to help these students.
Yeah, well, as we mentioned at the beginning, it can be first-generation students, right,
Yep.
that might have some language barriers, perhaps. Certainly folks who are financially challenged, you know,
Yes.
that might find that a barrier to continuing their education as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so to give them that kind of leg up, right? Kind of a head
Yes.
start, yeah.
Yes, that's the goal.
Yeah, it's a statewide program too. It's I know it's been here at Quincy only for a couple of years, but I think
Yes.
it was founded maybe back in 5 years ago, 2018 or so. is
I
when-
believe so. Yeah, there are other schools.
Other schools that got
have
approved, yeah.
Other college program has been approved as well. It's been designated as well.
Yeah, where do you see it going in the future? I mean, do you see it growing?
I do.
Yeah.
We're actually every year we're growing. So also on top of through the year, students also have the opportunity to earn additional college credits through our early college summer academy.
Oh,
So they take additional college credits for free
okay.
at the Quincy College campus, and we've done that last year and this year as well. So I see the program growing. Our enrollment is growing. Our faculty and staff are collaborating as well. Students are talking about it more. The schools, Quincy Public Schools, and the colleges are more on board as well, and everyone is just doing their best to grow the program.
Yeah. Do the faculty at the high schools have to undergo special kind of training before they're able to teach the early college, high school?
More so just collaboration with
I
the
see.
college
Yeah.
faculty to ensure that the students are receiving college level instruction.
Okay. Yeah. They're teachers. They know how to teach, right? They just
Yes.
have to be told what to teach.
Yes, and the curriculum to make sure that again they're receiving that college level instruction.
Yeah. How do you actually choose the courses that will be offered in early college, high school?
Well, the benefit is a lot of these are like core courses that students could transfer to multiple schools. So
Oh.
for grade 10, they have criminal justice, music across cultures, which are 2 electives. Because when you go to whether it's Quincy College or a 4-year institution, you need just 3 electives. And then for junior year, they take U.S. History 2 and Environmental Science, as Corey stated. And most schools, again, you need a science, you need a history. And then in grade 12, they take English Composition 1, English Composition 2, and this year we added statistics. So
Okay.
again, you get your English out the way, and then you get a math course out the way.
Yes.
And so when you go to transfer to either Quincy College or these 4-year institutions, all of those core classes are completed
Are done,
at
yeah.
no cost.
Right.
So you're pretty
Yeah.
much a year or 2 ahead of the curve.
Yeah. So it's not only a time saver, but it's a money saver
Big financial saver,
as
yes.
well.
Absolutely.
Are there only certain colleges that will accept credits from the early college, high school program? Do you know?
As far as I know,
Yeah.
mostly all
do.
state colleges and universities accept them, and there have been schools out of state that have accepted Quincy College credits as well.
Sure. Okay. All right. Anything else we should let folks know about right now about the early college, high school program?
Yes, if you haven't got an opportunity to learn, watch this or just speak to anyone about it, you can access information on the Quincy Public Schools website, also the Quincy College website as well.
Sure.
I'm available at the high school
Okay.
if anyone wanted to know more about it. My email, my contact information is on both websites as well,
Okay.
as well as my counterparts as well.
All right. Thanks so much for coming over and sharing it with us.
Thank you for having
Appreciate it. And Corey and Jen, best of luck to you in the future. I think
Thank you.
you're off to a pretty good start.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Just enough time to check the forecast for you for the rest of the day. Today, a slow improvement, a lot of clouds, still a chance for a shower, mid-50s only this afternoon, but much better starting tomorrow with abundant sunshine, mild temperatures, really right through Monday. Next chance for rain is not until Tuesday. Thanks again to Eli Stewart, Corey Chaparro, and Jen Chen for joining us here on the program today.
Thank you.
Thanks to our crew. Thank you for watching. By the way, we're off next week. Join us on May 15th. The Wollaston Garden Club members will be here. Meantime, check our website. It's qatv.org. There's our latest programs, news and information, video on demand, live streaming, and a whole lot more. For all of us here at QATV, I'm Joe Catalano. Have a great week.